Hey friends. Hey guys. Okay. I wasn't planning to do a reading today, but of course I see something that I need to address. Woo! Cards already flying out. Brand new Rider-Waite deck. More flying out. I didn't even tell you guys what I wanted to talk. Oh, there's I spy a mercenary and a magician. Okay. I'm sticking with the standard Rider-Waites when I have to talk about anything Russia, so that we can have the same continuity over the decks with the stories. Even though I love that ghost deck, you guys. It is so cool. It even glows in your hands with the lighting. And it's just kind of like a card that feels just like this. It doesn't feel so different from the rest of the cards. But anyway, before I get to what I want to talk to you guys about, let's talk about this chart. Right now, the moon, Saturday, Eastern Standard Time, the moon is 16 degrees Virgo. It has moved into the 6th house, where it's very happy because the 6th house is Virgo's the natural ruler of the 6th house. I just find it very curious that Donald and the USA chose the Emperor house time. He is going through some extraordinarily difficult aspects right now with his solar return related to his vitality. I think in June or July, about a month ago, I talked about how all of a sudden I got really worried about his part of life and what he was facing in terms of health, because we do not want a martyr. This kind of follows up to that, but it has a different flavor. It's just kind of slicing him from the other side. Plus, we're having eclipse hangovers. I'm very curious to see what happens Monday. But he's going through a really, like a black hole of sorts, energetically and cosmically. And the other thing is I had all of a sudden tuned into Attorney General Bill Barr yesterday. There is something going on with his health. Other readers have seen it, have suggested perhaps colon cancer. I had like the same reading, but I saw he came to me kind of not spastically, but kind of twitchy, maybe from a circulatory problem. That I had not seen or ever sensed from him. I had the feeling he was with friends and family and enjoying himself, but definitely whatever's going on with his health is on his mind, and he's afraid that it's going to kill him. So I would expect some health diagnosis from him soon. But anyway, I digress. So in these coming days, this weekend is going to just feel so delicious and happy. We have the Sun and Venus and Jupiter doing a beautiful dance that is just going to feel so beautiful, like a big relief from everything we've been dealing with this year, like with all the retrogrades, with this harsh Saturn-Pluto opposition, with these eclipses. This week is going to feel like welcome relief. However, those of you with sensitive hearts, like literally physically sensitive hearts, I am concerned once this moon goes into Libra, you'll start to feel a little bit of it kind of creeping up. But when the moon goes into Scorpio, Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, these couple of days, I just want you to just chill. Do not exert yourself. This is when we should start seeing some jolts as we approach this first quarter moon, because not only Jupiter, but the planet Uranus, they're going to station retrograde and turn all that expansive, sudden, shifting, shocking energies inward. Okay, so Jupiter's going to kind of blow things up, and we're going to get this sense of how life is so lovely, wonderful, which it is. But don't get lulled into a false sense of security, because bam, this first quarter moon is going to be hard. It's going to be a crisis point, and then we have to The following week will be difficult too as we get to the full moon. Don't forget, full moons pull on the fluids in your body. So this area is going to be rather difficult for those of you with heart issues, okay? Okay, just a second. Okay, guys, this is what we need to talk about. I really did not want to be reading on Democrats. She is not a Democrat. She was originally a Republican that switched to Democrat. She was the only one out of the Hawaii delegation that voted not to protect Robert Mueller. You know who I'm talking about, Tulsi Gabbard. I've been seeing a lot of readers reading on her. I have avoided reading on her, but there's just some plain information you guys got to know. I will be posting this information for you. Most recently, as if voting not to protect Robert Mueller was not enough, she hired Chris Cooper for social media purposes to, quote, watch social media in Hawaii. Chris Cooper was Dana Rohrabacher's media guy. Dana Rohrabacher is Putin's favorite congressman. He has been photographed. He went and visited Julian Assange in the Ecuadorian embassy in March, I believe, of 2018. He, hangs out with Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage came and visited him. Very pro-Brexit, as you know. Brexit, Remain, Leave are all part of the op that started with Brexit with Cambridge Analytica, SCL, AIQ, all that stuff involving the Mercers. Articles that are being written about Tulsi Gabbard by RT, Russia Today, and you also have directly from the Trump administration, Jack Posobiec endorsing Tulsi Gabbard for the Trump administration is kind of telling. That's from November 21st, 2016. Tulsi Gabbard visited Assad without a treasury license and took money from an extreme neo-Nazi group in Lebanon. She did not have clearance. Nancy Pelosi said she did not have clearance. She didn't hear anything about that. She did not have approval to go visit Assad. And then when you have Republicans from Illinois calling out Tulsi Gabbard, that's another sign. Country by country has been instituting the Magnitsky Act. He is the Russian who discovered the fraud in the Russian government and how they were taking people's their pensions, and they were essentially stealing from it for the oligarchs, and he discovered it. He died in jail. He was beaten ruthlessly. Sergei Magnitsky is why we had sanctions on Russia. That is why Putin was so afraid of Hillary Clinton running. That is why he got back behind Donald Trump. That is why Putin and Natalia Veselnitskaya are promoting all this anti-Magnitsky propaganda. When they had the meeting at Trump Tower in 2009 with Junior, Manafort, Kushner, and then they came out and said they talked about adoptions. Well, adoptions is always key when it comes to just think sanctions. Because what Russia did after the sanctions were instituted because of Sergei Magnitsky's death in about 2012, they said Americans can no longer adopt Russian orphans. So when Junior says we're talking about orphans, adoption program, that's a lie. He's talking about the sanctions. And so Chris Cooper is the guy that promoted the anti-Magnitsky propaganda that came directly from the Kremlin, directly from the people that met at Trump Tower. This is the guy that she hired. Furthermore, Carter Page, here's a nice little picture, a group picture, that Gabby Tulsard hosted in Hawaii in April 1st, 2016. She's a member of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. Nice big pretty picture. There is Carter Page in the corner smiling. And when he gave his testimony about, you know, at the hearings, Laura Ingraham, asked him about that. Ingraham, not a lot of people were helping out Trump in the spring of 2016. They came up with this list. You had one meeting at the Trump International, I understood. After that, there was no formal gathering of this group. Is that correct? Page, you actually raised an important point, Laura. I should have clarified the one point that I had alluded to. The one meeting I actually had previous. Ingraham, you were in Hawaii? Page, well, I have not said I was. He was. And then Bill Browder wrote, he has a 106-page document that was submitted, documenting all the people that he found in violation of FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act. And all those people are also within Tulsi Gabbard's perimeter. Dana Rohrabacher. Guess who got started with his internship under Dana Rohrabacher? Eric Prince. Tulsi Gabbard is not a Democrat. She is a Trussian. Those are all the facts. Those things are indisputable. I am not trying to be biased. We're done with Russia in our politics. So there were lots of questions I wanted to ask the tarot. Let's just do this simple. Why was Tulsi Gabbard the only delegate from Hawaii who persistently would not vote to protect Mueller? Because of the White House. What about the White House? Because this was This was in 2018, 2017, 2018. Why? Because she communicates abroad. She was instructed not to. Because Tulsi participated in the whole thing. Because she's part of this whole thing for manipulating the Democrat voters. Okay. Tell me, tarot, why did Tulsi Gabbard hire Chris Cooper? Why did Tulsi Gabbard hire Chris Cooper to monitor social media in Hawaii? Rebecca Mercer. Tell me more. Why did she hire Chris Cooper? Because she... Is this Tulsi? Not necessarily Tulsi. Is this... Who is this? This is people in Hawaii. She hired him to do this to her electorate. Shame on her. Because she took a lot of money for it. The challenge was to make sure it didn't look like it came from the Trump campaign. Becca Mercer. A lot of money. A lot of money. And there you go. There's the Six Swans mob. I'm sure the Six Swans mob helped out on that. Okay. What does Tulsi Gabbard plan to do with the Democrats, running as a Democrat for president? What is Tulsi Gabbard's main focus running as a Democrat for president of the United States? What's her main focus? To split and divide the voters. Tell me more. Her plan is to the 5-continent coup. This is my card for the 5-continent coup. For all the elections that were steamrolled by the 6 Wands mob, this is what they left in their wake. Disappointment, depression, you know. And extreme anxiety she wants to cause in the Democratic Party. The challenge is communicating abroad, and probably the FBI is on her tail. She's wants to make offers, cloud and confuse people, get them to think differently. Crowning this to steal an election. In the past, Tulsi got people to walk away from Hillary. And she had a lot of strength behind that. How do we see Tulsi? Ha 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 ha! How does Mueller see Tulsi? She's in trouble. Environment. We're going to find out about that. Oh, she's on the temperance machine, saying one thing, doing another. Taking data, doing another. Taking money, doing another. Hope. She hopes they can have another celebration like 2016, meaning re-elect Trump. Fear. She fears people will find out about her secret money, secret deals that are not America friendly or US friendly or Democrat friendly. Ideally, Tulsi Gabbard. I've been seeing this Ace of Swords as, quote, this. It is not the sword of truth. It's the sword of misinformation, propaganda. She wants that to prevail. This sword is handed directly from Putin to Trump and Mitch. What's to come? I sure hope that means the intel agencies are on her. Is this the yep. Is she going to fight? Try to fight it? She's going to try to, but she's going to fail. Okay, so Mueller, how you doing, Robert? Ooh, are you coming in fast? Tell us, Robert. Robert, acting quickly. What do you, as part of the Russia investigation, Robert Mueller, we want to know what you have on Tulsi Gabbard. She is really in your sights. Well, of the Russia investigation. What does a Russia investigation have in Tulsi Gabbard? Ooh, it looks like a lot. They have a lot. What do you guys have on Tulsi Gabbard? Oh, let's see. What do you guys have? All that data, all that machine. There is a digital fingerprint that is leading right back to her, to election data, voter data, and rigged elections. What else do you have on her? It's covered in what? Donald Trump's treason. Her agreements with Donald. What else? And the challenge with Tulsi is oh my God. She's using Russian spy services. Whenever you see this coming up with the other side, with all those Trussians, it's because they use Russian intel. The challenge is, yes, she's using Russia's intelligence. At the bottom, she's got an agreement. Crowning her is with the Trump campaign. Because in the past, angry Putin, or it could be the Saudis or UAE. Oh, I'm betting this is MBS/MB. Yeah, these are the Saudis. Got people to walk away from Hillary. So then she probably knows George Nader. She's probably from that camp of mercenaries. Environment. Hello, welcome to the 2020 presidential campaign run. nomination run. That's her hope. Again, this is her hope. Her fear. We're going to figure out her show. Yeah, we will. Ideally, she wants Trump elected again. The Trump dynasty. She is so pro-Trump dynasty being the star again. But Mueller is coming. Tell us about Tulsi's tower moment. Tulsi the Trussian, living in a tower. A Trussian tower for Tulsi. That sounds like a movie, doesn't it? A Trussian tower for Tulsi. Tulsi's Trussian tower. Tell us about Tulsi's Trussian tower. That is not Aloha Tower. I will tell you that. That is no Aloha Tower downtown Honolulu. That thing survived Pearl Harbor. Tell me about Tulsi's Trussian Tower. Tulsi's Trussian Tower. What do you have here? Because she's a spy. She's a flipping spy, and she did not register FARA. Because she's a spy, time's up. The government. Woo, look at all that major arcana. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna. Come on. All comes back to Donald. The fool. Okay. So, no Tulsi. Okay, thanks you guys. Have a great weekend. Okay, you know what? I just have one last question before I load this all up and process it. I want to know why people like Jack Posobiec, Matt Gaetz, RT, Richard Spencer, David Duke. Why do all of these people, far right, alt-right, Nazis, endorse Tulsi Gabbard? Why do they endorse Tulsi Gabbard? What can she do for them? What does Tulsi Gabbard fulfill for those types? Strength. She gives them strength because she accounts for the other part of the population to suppress. Speaking of, she probably has a connection to Julian Assange / data. And because she's in Hawaii, she can work on suppressing the population and the people of Hawaii. Because there is a Trump Tower in Hawaii, unfortunately, and thank God Hawaii has passed some good laws about how they're taxing those people. She is covered in mercenary money. Yeah, she pretends to be helpful. She's not. The challenge, and why they're for her. Well, the challenge is because she causes so much anxiety for the Democrats. At the base of why they like her, she helps steal elections. Crowning, why they like her. They make them comfortable. She helps bring in the money. The laundered money. Because in the past, Tulsi Gabbard has kept people fighting, infighting, distraction. What's to come? Well, that's what she did. She kept people fighting and then got Trump elected. How do we see her? Source of dark money, negotiations, secret negotiations abroad. The environment is one of misinformation, part of the information war in the United States of America. The hope is that she'll continue communicating overseas. Okay, my camera cut out, but the Temperance, they worried that she would fail at tempering the information in the message with Democrats. Ideally, they want her to keep carrying on with their operations and keep bludgeoning Democrats over the head with it. And what was to come was the Fool, of course, because this is such a foolish endeavor she is on. Everything has changed. It's all brand new. 2020 is not even 2018. It is not 2016. And it's coming for her. Okay, thanks you guys so much. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe, and then share.